Hello and welcome back to the Dragon Den. I'm King of Dragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Greatest Hits Earthquake. Earthquake is looking very massive and very imposing here in this brand new Elite figure. Quite possibly my favorite Earthquake singlet and the one I think of when I think of Earthquake. As far as his accessories goes, Earthquake does come with 2 sets of hands, as well as a World Tag Team title. This version of Earthquake is quite impressive, and despite being a reissue of a previous figure, there are some new things to talk about. Having a look at his head sculpt, it's a good head sculpt, however Mattel opted to use the painted technique rather than photoreal. It's quite noticeable as his eyes are looking in 2 separate directions, which is very unfortunate. But the grimace he has on is quite reflective of the Earthquake character. I do like the sculpted detail at the top of his head where we do have his balding hair. Unfortunately, Mattel opted to have his head and hair one solid piece, so his hair is very inflexible. Moving on to his ring gear, this is my favorite ring gear for Earthquake as it is the black, white, and red outfit. The top part of his singlet is done in black, which looks very good, and it does say Earthquake across his stomach. And the seismograph design going throughout his outfit is actually quite impressive, and I like the way it looks. Underneath his singlet you can see that Mattel did paint his hairy chest. And the back of his outfit is just done in black and red. Earthquake's arms are quite accurate as they aren't too massive, which is pretty much how he looked. On his left arm you can see his tiger tattoo, which is actually tempered on pretty good. And he doesn't have any type of gear on his arms, no elbow pads and no wrist tape. Moving on to his legs, Earthquake has these big, massive legs. They are quite big and massive, which is what we saw with Earthquake. Notably missing is his knee pads, however Earthquake never really wrestled with knee pads, so this is more accurate than that previous figure. And Mattel did opt to give Earthquake the bigger boots, which does make Earthquake slightly taller than that previous figure. His boots are done in this really nice red plastic, and the white laces look really good. And the painted detail goes all the way down to his soles, where because they are classic ring boots, he has the white soles. Basically what we have here is an updated version to the then, now, and forever Earthquake. However, the paint applications on his ring gear seem to be much better, and he is slightly taller. Unfortunately, he still uses that old paint scheme for the face, which is very unfortunate as the photoreal would have brought out all that impressive detail. With the paint and detail out of the way, let's compare Earthquake to our usual suspects. Standing at a menacing 6'7", the new ring boots on this Earthquake bring him up to scale with the rest of your WWE collection. And he is going to be slightly taller than most domestic figures, and surprisingly enough, he's taller than that original Earthquake figure. And of course, he's going to fit in wonderfully with his tag team partner Typhoon. With the comparison of Earthquake out of the way, let's have a look at his articulation. Starting at his head, he has a very hindered ball joint in his head. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. He has a swivel in the bicep and a double hinge in the elbow. Having a look at the wrist, we do have a hinge and a swivel. Earthquake will have an ab crunch as well as a waist swivel. His legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He does have a double bend in the knee. He does have a swivel in the boot, a hinge in the ankle, as well as a rocker ankle. So Earthquake is sporting your standard Mattel Elite articulation, however because of his size some of the articulation is slightly hindered. It's not really a huge deal as Earthquake wasn't the most flexible wrestler, so the limited articulation actually works for his moveset. So with everything said and done about the greatest hits Earthquake, let's get him posed for my final thoughts. The original Then, Now, and Forever Earthquake was originally released in 2017, so it was about time Mattel gave us an update. And as I stated with that previous figure, this is my favorite ring gear for Earthquake, so I am happy that Mattel went back and remade this version of Earthquake. I am honestly surprised that they did give him some new boots, giving him a little more height over that previous figure, making him much more accurate to his actual build height. Honestly, when it comes to heel wrestlers who are big and massive, you want them to be taller than the rest of your face figures. And I am happy that we did get 2 pairs of hands for Earthquake, as we do get grip hands as well as a pair of fists. And just like with the previous figure, we have 1/2 of the World Tag Team titles. My main issue with this figure is the fact that they did not use photoreal for the head and decided to go with that original paint scheme. It's rather unfortunate that rather than using updated technology, Mattel did go with that original paint style for the face, which does take a little bit away from this figure. However, standing him next to his tag team partner, you can see that the natural disasters look perfect together. If you missed out on that original Earthquake and want an updated version of him, this is pretty much the best version to get. Thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den, but before you go, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my WWE playlist. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.